Imagine you're a superhero, juggling tasks like a pro. Emails, meetings, reports. Your productivity must be soaring, right? Wrong. Multitasking is like having the superpower of dropping all the balls at once. Research from MIT neuroscientists shows that multitasking doesn't make you more productive. It actually slashes your efficiency by up to 40%. You think you're being productive, but your brain is just rapidly switching between tasks, burning out like an overworked processor. The cognitive cost of switching tasks. While it feels like you're doing multiple things at once, your brain is actually task switching. Every switch takes a toll on your cognitive abilities. You lose focus, which then demands about 23 minutes to regain full attention on a task, according to research from the University of California. Further studies by the American Psychological Association reveal that task switching can reduce productivity by as much as 40%, with more complex tasks demanding higher cognitive effort and taking even longer to regain focus. The compounded effect of this is staggering. For example, a simple 30-second task switch could extend into hours of lost time throughout the day. Task switching not only delays completion times but also impacts the quality of work, as your brain struggles to reestablish the context of each task. This inefficiency is often overlooked in fast-paced work environments where the expectation is to do it all. The dopamine trap, why you can't stop. Multitasking creates a sneaky dopamine addiction loop. Each time you switch tasks, you get a tiny hit of this feel-good hormone, tricking you into believing you're being productive. But here's the kicker: this constant switching leaves your brain more distracted, stressed, and craving even more stimulation. The New York Times best-selling author Daniel Levitin explains that this dopamine feedback loop reinforces impulsive behavior, making it harder to focus on long-term, meaningful tasks. Dopamine is naturally released when the brain encounters novelty, which is why switching from emails to social media, for example, feels rewarding. However, the reward is short-lived, leading you to constantly seek more. Over time, this leads to a condition known as attention residue, where fragments of your previous task spill over into your current one, making it harder to focus. Studies by the University of California, Irvine show that individuals are interrupted or switch tasks every 11 minutes on average, creating an endless cycle of dopamine-driven distractions. Multitasking can make you dumber. If you've ever felt like your brain turns to mush after a day of multitasking, you're not wrong. Studies by the University of London found that multitasking drops your IQ to the level of an 8-year-old. This loss in cognitive function isn't just a minor blip. It's significant enough to hinder decision-making, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Research by Stanford University corroborates this, revealing that heavy multitaskers struggle with information retention and are less adept at filtering out irrelevant information. This degradation in cognitive function has been linked to long-term impacts on brain health, including increased risks of cognitive decline later in life. In fact, the brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for higher-order thinking, becomes less efficient the more you engage in multitasking, leading to poor overall performance across a wide range of tasks. Mistakes. Trying to do too many things at once isn't just mentally exhausting, it increases the likelihood of errors by a whopping 50%. According to Earl Miller, multitasking overloads your brain with too much information, making it difficult to complete tasks accurately. The American Psychological Association further reports that multitasking leads to more frequent mistakes because of the rule activation process, the cognitive steps needed to switch between tasks. When you repeatedly switch, your brain struggles to activate the correct rules for each task, leading to errors. The consequences are especially damaging in fields where precision is critical, such as healthcare, law, and finance. Studies show that multitasking healthcare professionals are more likely to make medication errors, and multitasking lawyers may overlook key details in cases. Multitasking drains your energy like a vampire. Switching between tasks not only burns through time, but also depletes your brain's energy reserves. This constant start-stop activity is mentally draining and leads to what experts call decision fatigue. When the brain is forced to switch gears constantly, it burns through its glucose stores faster, leaving you feeling exhausted. Neuroscientists from Ruhr University Bochum found that even pigeons outperform humans in task-switching abilities because their brains are better wired for rapid changes. Over time, multitasking not only makes you feel tired, but also hampers your ability to make sound decisions, leading to poor judgment and burnout. Studies from the University of Michigan found that even brief periods of task switching can reduce a person's overall energy levels for the day, creating a vicious cycle of fatigue and decreased productivity. Creativity? Nope, it's gone. If you're an artist, writer, or anyone relying on innovative thinking, multitasking is your worst enemy. Creative breakthroughs require sustained focus. Earl Miller emphasizes that when you're multitasking, your brain doesn't have enough time to dig deep into complex problems, which is essential for creative insights. In fact, multitasking can significantly reduce your brain's ability to connect different ideas, which is crucial for creativity and innovation. Harvard Business Review suggests that uninterrupted focus is a key driver of breakthrough innovations, as it allows for deeper cognitive connections between ideas. Stanford studies have shown that people who are constantly distracted are less capable of filtering out irrelevant stimuli, making it harder to generate creative solutions. The more you multitask, the more you train your brain to stay at the surface level of thinking, which ultimately stifles creativity. The stress factory: how multitasking breeds anxiety. If you've ever felt the tight grip of stress and anxiety from juggling too many things at once, blame multitasking. It spikes your cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress, leading to mental fatigue, burnout, and even anxiety disorders. A study published in the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience revealed that multitasking increases the production of cortisol and adrenaline, two stress hormones that wreak havoc on your mental well-being. Over time, this heightened state of stress can lead to chronic anxiety, affecting not only your productivity, but also your overall mental health. In fact, research by the University of Sussex showed that long-term multitaskers had less brain matter in the anterior cingulate cortex, a region associated with emotional regulation and decision-making. Multitasking isn't even fast. Contrary to popular belief, multitasking doesn't save time. In fact, it leads to a global productivity loss of around $450 billion per year, according to studies. The small inefficiencies of task switching add up, wasting time that could otherwise be spent doing deep, focused work. A study from Stanford University showed that even though multitaskers believe they are getting more done, they actually complete tasks slower than those who focus on one thing at a time. This inefficiency isn't just about speed. Multitaskers also tend to deliver lower quality work. In a fast-paced workplace, this loss in productivity can accumulate to staggering proportions as companies rely more and more on employees to juggle tasks simultaneously. The emotional intelligence hit. Another casualty of multitasking? Your emotional intelligence. Research shows multitasking diminishes your ability to connect emotionally with others. Travis Bradberry, author of Emotional Intelligence 2.0, found that multitasking reduces both self-awareness and social awareness. When you're distracted by multiple tasks, your brain becomes less capable of reading social cues, making it harder to empathize with others or understand their emotional states. Over time, this reduction in emotional intelligence can negatively impact your personal and professional relationships, making you less effective as a leader or team member. How to reclaim your focus. The good news: you can recover from the multitasking epidemic with a few focus strategies. Studies from Harvard University reveal that mindfulness techniques like meditation and deep breathing can train your brain to focus on one task at a time, improving both productivity and reducing stress. Pair this with the Pomodoro technique, which advocates working in 25-minute intervals followed by short breaks, and you can significantly boost your ability to concentrate. This method, developed by Francesco Cirillo, allows deep work without burning out. Additionally, simple measures like using headphones, creating a quiet workspace, or even employing a do not disturb sign can help shut out distractions and increase your focus. By incorporating these strategies into your routine, you can regain control over your productivity and improve your overall mental well-being. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If multitasking has been secretly sabotaging your productivity, now you've got the tools to reclaim your focus and get more done with less stress. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on boosting your productivity and taking control of your work-life balance. Plus, let me know in the comments what's your biggest multitasking struggle. See you in the next one.